We are now ready to color our vector character. This is a incredibly important, fun, and actually pretty easy part of the project. Some setup though that's really, really important. Layers, once again, right over here where my mouse is, or Windows layer. Again, I'll show you this, but hopefully you know by now, window, layers. All right, let me go here. Our outline layer, I want to duplicate it. I want to keep a copy of it just in case something happens. So I'm going to click on and drag my outline layer down to the new layer icon, the one with the plus sign right there, and let go. And you'll see that now I have outline and outline copy. I'm going to go ahead and lock the outline and hide it. I just don't want it interfering, but I want it there just in case as like an original version of it. This one right here, outline copy, I can go ahead, double click on this and call this color. Now, with this color one, I can take the selection tool and we can, you know what, you can even leave the photo shown because it's locked, so it won't really matter. But if it distracts you, you could hide it. I want you to select every single thing that you have in your picture. So it might be good to zoom out with Command minus and click, drag, and grab everything. It should not select the photo at all because both outline and stock photo are hidden, only showing color at the moment. I have everything selected just like this. We need to do something before we can start painting inside it, and that's going up here to the top where it says File, Edit, and then Object. You're looking for Objects, and we need to do a live paint. So if you scroll really far down right here to where I am, you're going to see Live Paint and then Make. So hover over Live Paint and go to Make. This will come up right here. You can just click OK. I'm not going to do the Don't Show again just for tutorial sake when I'm making it for other people. And then hit OK. You'll notice that it's going to thin your lines out. Like if I click off here and I hide my photo, the lines got a lot thinner. That's because these lines are only temporary. After we paint them, we're going to do a little nifty trick to just get rid of them entirely. So don't be alarmed if you see the thickness of your line change. That was supposed to happen. All right, one more setup thing. Stock photo. Make sure that it's shown and click on the layer just once to make it blue. Don't click on the text, but kind of right where my mouse is right now. Double click. And that'll bring up this where we dimmed the image to something, either like 50 or 70 or whatnot. Uncheck that. I want this thing at 100% now. And then go ahead and click OK. Let me show you something else too while we're here in the layer thing that you might fancy. You'll notice that each layer has an associated color with it. This is just for you, the designer, just to kind of keep organized. I notice one's blue, one's red, but because we copied the outline on color, both of them are red. That bothers me. Triggers my, I don't have OCD, but my quote-unquote OCD. So if I double-click on the layer, just like I did there where it says the dim images, you'll look and see color where it says light red. I could change this to really anything else. Maybe I'll go gold on this one and then hit OK. And what that does is it just gives it a little bit of a different icon, just a added benefit to help you out. So we have the photo back up to 100%. We have the color layer selected now. Both the other ones should be locked just so we know that we're not interfering with them. And I'm going to show you two sets of hotkeys that will make this an absolute breeze. All right. Hotkey 1 is I. I as in infinite, let's say. Not I as in eyeball, that's E. But the I key here does bring up the Eyedropper Tool. As you can see, my icon has changed from a mouse cursor to this eyedropper. What that does is when I click anywhere on the screen, it will sample the exact color that I have selected. It'll also know if it's a stroke or a fill. If you look here, when I clicked, I'm pointing with my finger at my screen, mind you, and I know you can't see that. But I clicked right here. I have this brown color, and it's in the fill. If I were to click and release while on the black line here, it does sample black, but it knows that it's a stroke, that it's just an outline. This is awesome. This will really, really help us because we want to fill these objects. So what you want to do, look at an enclosed object, for instance, this guy right here, and then choose the color that you want to fill it with. I would go with the most relevant color to the shape itself. Click it. After that, right below the I key on your keyboard is K. K is in kite. if you click on K, you'll notice that when you hover over any section of the drawing, it will kind of turn red. This means that you're going to be painting in that section. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here. And voila, if I hide my stock photo, that whole section now is that kind of like beige. I'm going to go in here. I intended this to be slightly darker than the other one, so we'll take that and we'll take that. Now, I want to do this really fast, A, to show you how fast you can go, but B, to show you that sometimes, just like that, like if you do IK, like real fast, Illustrator doesn't have enough time to be like, whoa, 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 what section does he or she want? It just fills the whole thing. So when you're doing IK, you can work really fast, but just be ready if it does fill the whole thing, that you will have to edit undo. So I'm going to try to make that happen again. Man, and I'm going like rapid when I'm... there we go, filled two. So if that ever happens, Command Z is your edit undo button to take care of that. If any of your gaps are not connected, this one here is a pretty wide gap. Ooh, look at that, I got lucky though. So sometimes, especially also if you zoom in, it knows that you wanted it connected and it'll fill it. Other times it won't. And if it doesn't, it's something that I would recommend that you honestly just wing it unless it's really crucial. Like, then if it's really crucial at the very end, I'll be going over steps of how to fix that. So your task for the time being is going to be to use the letters I to select a color and then K to fill it in. And you're just literally going to IK this whole thing. In the next video, I'll have this completed and we'll go over some little like tips and tricks or experiences that I might have forgotten about. And then after that, we're on to like the final touches of the project. All right, guys, let's go ahead and save our file as always. And I will see you guys next time.